on the channel as of late. I recognise it's only been about a video per week, which is pretty poor. But as the weeks go on, I'm hoping to get more videos out, at least do a week for you guys. It's not that I don't want to make content. I do want to make more content. I would love to make more content. It's just with the new job, it's a little bit harder. But I don't want to make any excuses. Yeah, we'll get onto it when we do. And I actually want to thank all you guys for the response to the last video. An amazing response. You guys seem to really enjoy, which is really great to see. I really enjoyed making it, so I'm really glad to see that you guys did enjoy it, and I'll try to make more videos like that in the future, which will be a little bit hard because there's only so much I can do and talk about with my music taste. But maybe we can do something similar about my interests and tastes. You know, doesn't have to be with music, could be to do with something else. So I'll have a little think and put down in the comments down below what you would like to see, what you'd like to see from me and the channel. But anyways, let's get rambling. So, some of you may know, or some of you may not know, I actually got myself a job. And I got myself a job at Amazon as a marketer. So my job is an apprenticeship, a level 3 apprenticeship in marketing. I have talked about finding an apprenticeship for quite a while now here on the channel, and I finally secured myself a position with Amazon, which is pretty crazy. Like the world's biggest company. It's like my first proper job, which is crazy to think about. A little bit crazy. So yeah, so I started just a little under a month ago. So I've been at the job for about 4 weeks now, which does equate and equal out to about a month. So yeah, crazy to think I've been working there for a month already. It definitely doesn't feel like it. It feels like I've only been working there for about 2 weeks. It really has flown by, and my mouth is pretty dry today, so I will be sipping some water. It has been pretty hot here in the UK for the last couple of weeks, which has been a little unfortunate for me starting this job, because travelling to London in bare heat is not a nice experience physically and mentally. But anyways, so I started my position on the 22nd of July, and I've been loving it ever since. So the first 2 days were sort of like introductory days. We were all put into the same conference room for about 2 days to put into size. My cohort is, I think that's 51 of us. That's just for marketing, so 51 of us joined to do marketing, and then there was 30 something others for buying and merchandising. And yeah. I'm just trying to think what things I should say and shouldn't say. I think it's fine to say how many people are in a cohort. Like, I don't think that's bad. But yeah, so I will preface that I won't be able to explain too much numbers wise about my job, and I can't give too much information or details away, so I hope you guys can appreciate that. I'm sure you guys will. I know you guys will. So yes, so the first 2 days were just introductory days, sort of teaching us about what to expect, what they expect from us, and just teaching us a few useful tools and tips with like the software that they use, temperatures for me has been perfect, really. Perfect pace, perfect pace, perfect pace. And you're probably wondering, what do I actually do? And that's a good question, because when it comes to marketing, there's a lot. There's a lot of different avenues and roles and routes to take, and especially with a company like Amazon, there is a lot to cover. You've got Prime, you've got Prime Video, you've got music, you've got fashion, you've got Amazon Fresh, you've got Twitch, just to name a few. There's so much to do at Amazon. And my role is paid social ads, so I work on paid ads for social media platforms. So my team cover all platforms like Snapchat, Meta, which includes Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and I'm on the TikTok team. And I say team, there's two of us, because typically it's one person per media platform, which came to a little bit of a shock as me. I thought a division like this would have multiple people, but no, it is pretty much one person assigned to each platform, and I will be working on TikTok. So if you live in either the UK, Germany, Italy, France or Spain, there's a very good chance in the next 2 years any ads that you see on TikTok were made by me. Well, not like entirely made, but like, you know, they were made by me. It's the easiest way to explain it. So yeah, pretty exciting. So if you don't have TikTok, download it just so you can see my work. But no, I am very excited to start like probably getting into projects. I have been assigned a mini project right now, which I'm really happy about, really excited about. I can't, really talk about it at all. But yeah, if I will say, if you live in Germany or Italy, keep an eye out on your TikTok for any new Amazon ads. So yeah, that's all I can really talk about. I can't say anything else. I don't know if I've even said too much already. Like, Amazon know I have this YouTube channel. It's kind of how I got the job. I doubt they'll be like monitoring it, but I don't want to get in trouble. So that's all I can say about my role, really. But yeah, no, I already love my position. I love my role. I think it's gonna be really interesting, and it helps. I actually am interested in marketing, in the data side of things. So yeah, I'm really happy with where I've landed within the company. And I've been talking to quite a few people, which I'm pretty happy about, talking about what divisions they're in and what they've been getting up to, and everyone's doing completely different things, so it's been really fun to sort of talk to people and sort of compare what we're doing and what they're doing and sort of learn from each other as well, like, because that's the thing, over the next 2 years I'm going to be learning so much. Even after these 2 years, if I do end up getting a job with Amazon, I'll still be learning something new every day, pretty much. So yeah, it's been really good. Like I said, I only really just started on my mini project. For the first like 3 weeks, it was all just settling down, getting to grips with things, meeting new people, completing my onboarding tasks and whatnot. But yeah, I think I've settled in pretty nicely. I would say. I remember the first week, I just felt just like a fish out of water. Just so unfamiliar with my settings, my surroundings, just feeling out of place. I don't entirely think that feeling's gone away. Like, the imposter syndrome will definitely, I think, hang around for quite a while. I don't think that'll go away anytime soon. I have a mate who's been working at his workplace for like a year now, and he says he still has imposter syndrome. So I think it's just something you've got to sort of like live with, and it's something that will like I've said, this is my first job, my first proper job. Sure, I guess you could say YouTube was a job, but it's more of a hobby to me than a job. So, like, first proper job, this is. So I've never worked in an office environment, never been in that sort of surrounding. So I actually really like working at the office. I sometimes think I wish I could go in like a little bit more, because I just feel so productive when I'm in the office. So I only go in about 3 times a week. I could go in 5, could go in 4. It's up to me really. I don't go in more than 3 times a week now, just because of travel cost. It's expensive. It's many to travel to London every day. To put in perspective, it takes me about an hour 45 to an hour 50. I'd say an hour 50 to get to the office. An hour 50. So you've got to imagine on the way, an hour 50 there, an hour 50 on the way back. There's some long days. They are some really, really long days. So I've been waking up around 6 to get to the office, and I get to the office around half 8. And so just to sort of like run you through my day, getting at half 8. Well, okay, I wake up, take it slowly in the morning, wake up at 6 to give myself quite a lot of time to get dressed, as I want away, brush my teeth, go to the toilet, sit on there for about 20 minutes on my phone, and then make my way to the station. Luckily, the station's only like 3 minutes from my house, so luckily, yeah, that's a pretty easy walk, pretty manageable. And I get on the train, a high-speed train that takes forever. I don't know how it's high speed at all, so I get on that, and I get to Stratford. So I get off at Stratford, and I make my way from Stratford to Liverpool Street Station, and then it's about a 5-minute walk down from the station to the office. So the commute itself is pretty easy. It's very straightforward, which is good, because before I actually started my job, I wanted to do a sort of trial run to get to the office, to make sure that I knew exactly where I was going. But the day I was going to do it, the whole rail system was a rail replacement. They were doing like mass works or something, so that completely threw my plans off, as I never got a chance to practice the run down to the office. So luckily, when I did actually do it on my first day, it was very straightforward, very simple, and yeah, it's very easy. I've never found the underground in London to be confusing, so how's the door? So yeah, pretty easy. So I get to the office. I normally go to my floor, which is floor 7, so about halfway up the building, because there's 15 floors. Normally go to the toilet, TMI, sorry, and then I go to my desk area, but you don't have designated seats. It's a very open office culture. Like, you can work pretty much anywhere you want, which is really good like that. Working at Amazon it really is fantastic. Like, the work culture it's amazing. It is so good. And I lost my train of thought. I had to take a little bit of a break because there's a lot of noise going on. So yeah, get to my office space again. Open office, kind of just sit any desktop you want. And then I go down and get my free coffee, my free barista coffee, because in Shoreditch, offices around Shoreditch and place in London, companies actually set up like proper barista cafes in the office, which is kind of cool, and like proper, like, not restaurants, but like proper, good quality cafeterias. So you get free coffee a day, so I go and get my coffee, and I get a free banana because they hand out free fruit, so I grab myself a banana because I like bananas. this job, like, to be completely honest, I would be waking up at like 5 p.m. a lot of the days. I was never really that hungry until very late evenings, and like 3 a.m. in like the morning I would be starving. So yeah, it was a bad cycle, very bad cycle. So luckily I've noticed that with the new job I've kind of broken out of that very bad habit, and I've started to notice things like my natural body clock is starting to wake me up earlier, a lot earlier. Like I'll be waking up before my timer. A lot of the days, like on weekends like today, I woke up around 9:30, which to most people is like, okay, that's normal, but for me, who's someone who's never really naturally woken up at 9:30, it's good going. And I'm actually hungry before midday. Like before, I would never be hungry until, like I said, very late in the evenings. But now I find I actually want to eat a lot more, which I'm very, very happy about. Because not that I've struggled with eating, it's just I've never eaten properly, I guess. You know, it's not like it's not been nothing serious. You know, like I'm a skinny guy. I always have been, but I've never had like a bad relationship with food or anything like that serious. It's just me. I should be more mindful about eating more. Really, that's it. So luckily, I'm starting to feel a lot more hungry during the days, which I'm very, very happy about. And at like 11, I'll start to feel like starving, basically. An amount of food choices there are. Oh my god! The office is right next to Spitfields. I don't know. It's one of these pretty big markets in London. There's a lot of markets in London that actually sell stuff and food, and the amount of food options is crazy. And the food I've had there so far is good. Really, really good. I had some Thai food. It was like Thai fried chicken or something. I could be wrong, but it was so good. And I'll definitely be going there again. I had some tacos as well. Trying to find a good taco place to take my girlfriend. But yeah. Yeah, basically, the side tangent, more of the story is my sleeping schedule and my, life pattern, my life cycle, a completely wrong term there, is better, actually sleeping properly, eating properly, so big thumbs up, and I just, feel more productive, which is good, so very happy with the changes so far, just after a month, and hopefully it will just get even better the more the months go on. So yeah, get my free coffee, free banana, and then I will just start working. I'll start working sometimes 9:15, or at 9. Sometimes I might actually start working at 8:30 because I do get in a little bit before 8:30. So by the time I've settled down, it actually is 8:30. So I might just start working then, and then work for 30 minutes, and then go and get my coffee and banana. Just sort of depends how I'm feeling. And then yeah, it's all just work, complete important tasks, because I'll have a meeting with my line manager every day, and a couple of other meetings here and there with other people. So yeah, I can't really, give you in depth about what I do day to day, because one, it's not a whole lot, and two, I don't want to give away too much information that I'm not supposed to. Again, I'm still very scared about what I should and shouldn't say. I don't want to say something and get fired, and then yeah, have lunch. The lunch they serve at the office is good. It is good, and there's a lot of selection. We actually have an Amazon Fresh in the building as well. Granted, it's a very small section of the cafeteria area, but it's still pretty cool. I haven't gone to it yet, just because I still don't really feel like I would know how to use it properly. Oh god, I've never been to one before. So, but I do want to try it out at some point because it does seem pretty cool. you could. They've got like seating everywhere. They've got these little booths you can take calls in. It's a very bougie office, and every floor has its own uniqueness to it. Like most of the floors are laid out very similar, but some have different tweaks. Like some are more open than others, and I think it kind of depends on like what department you're working in. Yeah, my floor has a very rustic feel to it. I think it's the best way to put it. So like in the dining area, because every floor is like a kitchen, dining, sitting area. It's very rustic. A lot of rustic handcraft made chairs and furniture, lots of plants, and there's a big like studio film. So there's a lot of like studios on the floor to people to record in, like green screen, smoother recordings. So it's got a little bit of a cinema flair to it as well, which I really appreciate, because if you know me, I like cinema. So yeah, really like that vibe in the office. So yeah, fantastic place to work. I did mention it is an apprenticeship, so 1 day a week is dedicated to off the work learning hours. So pretty much just means completing work for the apprenticeship company, be it a project or completing some modules, basically just learning about marketing. So it is only level 3, so it's not a degree apprenticeship. Would have loved to have done a degree apprenticeship, but I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what level qualification you get in. Like, if they see the experience, that's what matters. And actually expanding on this, I actually want to do a video talking about job finding, job seeking, specifically in the UK, because it's a serious issue right now. It's a real struggle for a lot of people. I struggled. It took me a year and a half to get my first job. And for some people, it's been 2 years, 2.5 years, 3 years plus. And on my TikTok, I've seen so many videos about job finding. So I thought it could be beneficial maybe to some of you out there if I put out a video about job seeking, about application processes, about assessment centres, about CVs. Like, I don't know everything, and I will be speaking from my own experience, but hopefully it can help out maybe just one person out there. So I will probably be making that video within the next week. I think it might be the next one, or I don't know. I have a little thing, because that will be a very ramble heavy video, and I don't know if I want to do back-to-back ramble heavy videos, but we'll see. We'll see what you guys say in the comments down below. So that is something that I'm very eager to get up there for you guys. And so yeah, I would love to do a proper day in the life sort of video, so you guys can actually see me at the office, me recording myself, my day-to-day activities. It will probably be something a little bit later down the line, a couple of months down the line, when I have a larger workload, so it could be a little bit more of a varied video. I would have to get permission to do that. I would have to ask, some people about the do's and don'ts, because I know I could do it, because there's actually like an influencer doing an apprenticeship as well, who's like a second year apprentice, and they've done days in their lives. So I think I could very well do the same as well. I have to actually ask them about how they went about doing that. So yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think the main difficulty is just the travelling. The travelling is definitely the hardest aspect of this job. The travelling makes the days so much longer, and a lot of the time when I actually get home, I will just fall asleep for like 3 hours, which kind of throws off my cycle a little bit, which is very annoying. I'm trying to break out of that habit of getting home and then falling asleep. So I'll fall asleep for 3 hours, miss dinner, have dinner at like 11 or some stupid time. So I've been trying to like sort of push through those really tiresome hours, and that's sort of why you guys have only been getting one video a week. I would love to put out more, and I think once I do get used to the longer hours and days, the more I should be able to video a week is not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. So I would like to make some changes and just make more content for you guys because you guys are amazing. You guys have changed my life, so I just want to give back to you guys as much as I can. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about. Because it's kind of hard to talk about the job because I don't really know what I can or cannot talk about. Because I've been rambling for like almost 30 minutes, but I feel like I've said nothing at the same time, which is crazy. But yeah, so I've just been absolutely loving the job. And I did mention at the end of the last video that I would be doing a phone unboxing. Plans changed a little bit, so I should have the phone unboxed in about 2 weeks, maybe two weeks at the end of this month, or like very early beginning next month, either or. So yeah, pretty exciting for what phone I'll be getting. I don't even know what phone it's going to be. I have an idea between two phones, but I won't reveal anything just yet. Yeah, the plan is to actually move to London in a couple of months. Maybe not a couple of months, maybe like 4, 5, pushing 6, maybe. So I save up a little bit, so I can actually furnish it as well. But it's going to be hard. London is such a big place. I don't even know the first place to look, because sure, it might be, it will be more expensive living in London, but I think I would prefer to pay more, but like live in London, instead of, having to travel there every day and then travel back. For me personally, I would just like to live in London. Sure, it will cost me more, but for me, it would be better for like work-life balance. But it does mean making some sacrifices as well, which it sucks. So I'm gonna have to think about it. Really will have to think about it. Think about it. But that's for me to discuss with myself. Yeah, I think that's it pretty much. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I was going to talk about the job. But no, pretty much overall, the job's been going really well. Absolutely loving it. And I think it's just going to get better from here. So I just want to thank you all and look out for that job application video. I don't know what I'm going to title it yet, but keep an eye out for it. And if you do have any questions about job seeking or job finding in the comments already, drop them down in the comment section down below, and I could get around to answering it in the comments. Or if I find it'll be easier to